अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मैं हूँ साद से मिर्ज़ा बीचफ्रंट प्रॉपर्टी से। दोस्तों, जैसा कि आप लोग जानते हैं कि बजट आ चुका है 2025-26 और इसमें हमें बहुत कुछ सुनने को मिल रहा है कि रियल इस्टेट्स के लिए बहुत सारी चीज़ें आई हैं। कोई टैक्सेस वगैरह इन्होंने कम कर दिए हैं, कुछ बायर पे नहीं होगा या सेलर पे नहीं होगा, इस तरह की बातें चल रही हैं। लेकिन एग्जैक्ट हमें क्लियरिटी किसी को भी नहीं हो रही कि किस तरह से है। ना कोई मतलब न्यूज़ पे भी लोग सुन रहे हैं, शॉर्ट न्यूज़ चल रही हैं। तो इन सब चीज़ों के लिए ये है कि मैंने एआई की मदद से एक वीडियो बनाई है जिसमें इन्होंने तकरीबन सारी चीज़ें क्लियर समझाई गई हैं उसमें। तो आप लोग वो वीडियो देखें। अगर वीडियो में कोई चीज़ समझ आ जाए तो फिर प्लीज़ लाइक या कमेंट में लाजमी बताइएगा कि वीडियो में ये चीज़ें समझ आई नहीं आई, क्योंकि एआई ने बहुत अच्छे तरीके से जनरेट किया है। टोटल A to Z न्यूज़ वगैरह जितनी भी थी वहाँ से चीज़ें कलेक्ट करके हमें मतलब कि समझाने की कोशिश की है उसमें। तो उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आपको वो वीडियो समझ आएगी उसमें, और सारे आपके डाउट्स हैं, जो इन्वेस्टर्स के डाउट्स हैं, कन्फ्यूजन्स हैं, या जो ब्रोकर्स रियल एस्टेट से वाबस्ता लोगों की जो कन्फ्यूजन्स हैं वो क्लियर हो जाएंगी सारी। तो चलें देखते हैं वीडियो, और आप मुझे लाजमी बताइएगा कि आप लोगों को चीज़ें समझ आई या नहीं है। थैंक यू। चलते हैं वीडियो की तरफ।
The real estate sector is a very important part of Pakistan's economy. It's like the backbone that supports many other industries, from construction materials to labor. For many Pakistanis, buying a property is the biggest investment they will ever make in their lives. It represents security, a home for their family, and a hope for a better future. When the real estate market is healthy, it creates jobs and helps the country grow. However, in recent times, high taxes and complex rules have made it difficult for people to buy and sell property, which slowed down this vital engine of our economy. Recognizing these challenges, the government of Pakistan has introduced significant changes in the new federal budget for 2025 to 2026. The announcement, made by Finance Minister Muhammad Aurangzeb on June 13, 2025, is seen as a major step to breathe new life into the property market. The main goal of these changes is to make buying and selling property easier and more affordable for everyone. This includes ordinary citizens who want to own a home, as well as investors who want to put their money into real estate. The government believes that by helping this sector, it can boost overall economic activity across the nation. This new budget is not just about small adjustments. It represents a major shift in policy. The government wants to encourage people to invest their money within Pakistan instead of sending it abroad. The plan is to reduce the heavy burden of taxes that has discouraged property transactions. By making the process simpler and cheaper, the government hopes to see more activity in the market. This renewed activity can lead to more construction, more jobs, and more money circulating in the economy, which is something our country really needs right now, as we face challenges like inflation and slow growth. The importance of these budget proposals extends beyond just buyers and sellers. Real estate agents, developers, construction companies, and even banks that provide home loans will all feel the positive effects. The plan is designed to create a ripple effect that strengthens the entire economic chain connected to property. The government is signaling that it is serious about supporting the real estate sector as a key driver of national progress. These new measures are a clear message of support, aiming to restore confidence and encourage long-term investment in Pakistan's future. One of the most significant changes in the 2025 to 2026 budget is the major reduction in taxes on property transactions. For a long time, the total taxes for buying or selling a property could be as high as 11%, which was a huge barrier for many people. The government has listened to the concerns of the public and experts and has proposed to bring this overall tax rate down to a much more manageable 2% to 2.5%. This is a very big relief that will make property deals much more attractive. The idea is simple. If taxes are lower, more people will be willing to buy and sell, which will get the market moving again. Let's look at the specific tax cuts that will directly help you. The withholding tax, or WHT, that a buyer has to pay when purchasing a property is being lowered. Instead of a single high rate, the tax will now be applied in 3 different slabs, with rates dropping significantly. For example, the highest rate of 4% has been cut to 2.5%, while other rates have been reduced to 2% and 1.5%. In an even bolder move, some proposals suggest completely eliminating the tax on property purchases altogether. This would be a game changer, making it much cheaper for people to enter the property market and buy their first home or make an investment. Sellers of property will also see substantial benefits from these new budget measures. The tax on property sales is proposed to be cut down to just 1.5% to 2%. This means that when you sell a property, you get to keep more of your money. Another huge relief is the complete removal of the 7% federal excise duty, or FED, that was previously charged on the transfer of commercial properties, plots, and houses. This tax was a major cost, and its abolition will make transactions much cheaper. For those in the capital, the news is also very good, as the stamp duty in Islamabad has been slashed from 4% down to just 1%. These tax reductions are designed to make the entire process of a property transaction more transparent and affordable. The government understands that high taxes often push people towards undocumented or informal deals, which is not good for the economy. By lowering the official costs, the government is encouraging everyone to conduct their business through proper legal channels. This will not only help individuals save money, but will also help formalize the real estate sector. These steps are expected to boost the number of property registrations and create a more open and trustworthy market for everyone involved. The new budget doesn't just focus on buying and selling existing properties, it also provides strong support for new construction. The government knows that building new houses is crucial for meeting the country's housing needs and creating jobs. To encourage this, the budget proposes the removal of advice and sales tax on the construction sector. This is a major incentive for developers and builders, as it will lower their costs significantly. When it becomes cheaper to build, companies are more likely to start new projects, leading to more homes and apartments being available for the public. This can help stabilize property prices and make housing more affordable. Furthermore, the government is taking specific steps to help people who need a loan to buy a home. Acquiring a mortgage can be a long and difficult process, but the new budget aims to make it easier. Tax credits have been announced for people who take out a mortgage to buy a house of up to 10 malas or a flat up to 2,000 square feet. A tax credit is a powerful tool. It directly reduces the amount of income tax you have to pay. This will make home loans more affordable for middle-class families, encouraging more people to pursue their dream of owning a home instead of renting. To ensure the real estate sector operates in a fair and organized manner, the government is also focused on regulatory reforms. There are plans to activate the Pakistan Real Estate Regulatory Authority, or RERA. The job of this authority will be to formalize the sector, set clear rules for transactions, and protect the rights of both buyers and sellers. This will bring more professionalism to the market and reduce the chances of fraud. By creating a regulated environment, the government hopes to build trust among local and international investors, making them more comfortable with putting their money into Pakistani real estate. These combined incentives for construction and home ownership are part of a larger vision. The government wants to create a sustainable housing market where there is a steady supply of new homes and people have the financial support to buy them. By removing taxes on construction and offering tax credits for mortgages, the budget addresses both the supply and demand sides of the housing equation. This balanced approach is designed to kickstart a cycle of growth. More construction leads to more jobs, and more homeowners lead to stable communities and a stronger economy for everyone. A key part of making real estate valuable is the development of the areas around it. A property becomes much more attractive if it has good roads, a reliable water supply, and access to electricity. The 2025 to 2026 budget understands this connection very well. The government has allocated over 1 trillion rupees for public sector development projects. This is a massive investment in the country's future. A large portion of this money is dedicated to improving infrastructure that directly supports the real estate sector and makes life better for citizens across the country. This spending shows a commitment to building a strong foundation for long-term growth. Specifically, the budget has set aside huge amounts for vital projects. The National Highway Authority, or NHA, will receive 170 billion rupees to build and maintain roads and highways. Better roads mean better connectivity, making it easier for people to travel between cities and for goods to be transported. This opens up new areas for housing and commercial development. In addition, 140 billion rupees has been allocated for water resource projects, which will help address water shortages. Another 105 billion rupees is for the power division to improve electricity supply. These investments make land more valuable and encourage developers to build new communities. All these measures, tax cuts, construction incentives, and infrastructure spending, are designed to achieve a clear economic goal. The government wants to revive the property sector and encourage both local and foreign investment. When it becomes easier and more profitable to invest in real estate in Pakistan, people are less likely to send their capital to other countries. This helps to keep money within our economy, where it can be used to create jobs and fuel growth. Attracting foreign investors is also a key priority, as it brings in new capital and expertise, further strengthening our market. In conclusion, the Pakistan Budget 2025 to 2026 presents a comprehensive and hopeful vision for the real estate sector. By drastically reducing taxes, removing duties, supporting construction, and investing heavily in national infrastructure, the government is laying the groundwork for a major recovery. These changes are expected to benefit everyone, from the family buying their first home to the large-scale developer building new townships. If these policies are implemented effectively, they have the potential to not only revive the property market, but also to provide a powerful boost to Pakistan's overall economy, leading to a more prosperous future for all.